Hello and welcome to another edition of Museum People from the Peoria Riverfront Museum, the only museum of our kind in the nation, a museum of art, science, history, and achievement, a museum of people, inspiring each other and being inspired by each other. On today's episode, we'll hear from Chief Curator Bill Conger, and he'll bring us insights into one of the works of art we have as a part of American Revolutionaries exhibition right now by artist Philip Guston, who started as an American abstract expressionist and then took a radical turn. So, coming up, let's hear from Bill Conger on Philip Guston.
I'm very happy to be here tonight. Great to see this exhibition which you put together. This wonderful painting by Philip Guston here, Cigar. Guston lived in St. Louis for 2 years from 1945 until 1947, so we have a direct connection between him and the museum.
What can you tell us about what he's discovering in here?
He's painting this in 1969 against the background of the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., the assassination of Robert F. Kennedy, and his kind of disillusionment about the state of America at this moment. He was, he was Jewish. His family emigrated to America from Odessa in Russia, and they were persecuted there. But then he comes to Los Angeles in 1919, and at that time there's a pretty active Ku Klux Klan presence in California. So he's growing up against that kind of background. His name is Philip Goldstein, and he changed his name from Philip Goldstein to Philip Guston later on. I think that's important to realize that when he's painting this work, his family is also coming from a history of persecution by the Ku Klux Klan.
Unbelievable. There's so much to learn about Philip from Simon. We're so happy to have him at the Peoria Riverfront Museum. It is a pleasure to have you here with us. Thank you so much.
Very happy to be here, Bill. Yeah, thank you.
Terrific segment from Bill, and we certainly emphasize our appreciation for Art Bridges and all they do to help bring great works of art like this and many more to the Peoria Riverfront Museum. Next up, let's hear from our science curator and planetarium director, Renee Kerrigan. Today, Renee will give us some insights into the fascinating process of plastination, a medical process invented in 1977 by German medical doctor Gunther von Hagens. And when this was applied first to medical school education, and then in the 1990s in Tokyo, the first exhibition for the general public on anatomy using the process of plastination became a worldwide sensation. And here to tell us more about the exhibition, Body Worlds RX, that's here in Peoria alongside Heart, is Renee Kerrigan with a very special guest. Enjoy this segment.
Dr. Wally, thank you for being here with us today. I'd love to learn more about how this exhibit came to be and what your motivations were for creating such a revolutionary show.
The basis of Body Worlds is an invention that my husband came up with in the 1970s. That's a preservation technology called plastination that permanently preserves anatomical specimens. They are dry, they are odorless, you can literally grasp them. It's such a powerful experience to see firsthand what you are made of.
We have this one body, we live in it our whole lives, and many of us don't have any idea about what is inside of us.
We typically don't think about it unless our body doesn't function very well.
Right.
When you see visitors walking through the exhibit, they do not look really at these specimens.
Yeah.
They look at themselves. People say, I got a complete different view of my inner self, and never again will I take it for granted. Everything matters. Whatever we do or don't do, it has an impact on us. Earlier you start learning about it, to learn about your bodily needs, the better you can shape the rest of your life.
Some things we can control, some things we can't control, but we can all learn more about our amazing bodies. Thank you so much for speaking with me today. I really enjoyed talking with you, and we hope you'll come and see this exhibition here at the Peoria Riverfront Museum.
Thanks for tuning in to another edition of Museum People. On behalf of our board and all our staff and all of you who support the Peoria Riverfront Museum, keep inspiring each other. Thanks for tuning in.